Bitcoin is finally pumping. We had been waiting for this move for literally more than 10 days and have finally longed Bitcoin and also Ethereum. I'm going to be talking about the next target and also potential new setups. It's obviously a late night session. However, as promised, I'm trying to not miss any single day with Ramadan currently ongoing. So let's jump right into the chart, guys. I'm going to be taking it slowly, not staying for as long, but hopefully at least for an hour. Say hello to the champs and also take a look at Bitcoin potential new trades, whether Ethereum is going to be pumping along with Bitcoin, or actually are we seeing a potential just a fake out to the upside and then a move lower. Now, just to start with the obvious immediate thing, I did actually take a long on Ethereum for the fun of it, but more importantly, the one I took on Bitcoin is currently not in the biggest profits. However, it is technically a trade that I wanted. I've been waiting for it, so I might as well just take it. Not the best kind of reaction, not the best kind of level, but as a technical level nonetheless. I'm going to be explaining how this exact kind of fake out to the fake out has happened before and did actually result in us taking or Bitcoin seeing some strong move upwards. Now, obviously, yesterday we had went live for an hour and 12 minutes. I did that, at home, and we were waiting we're talking about Bitcoin actually potentially dropping to this zone and how we can look for it along. Bitcoin did actually give us one fake out of the low, but then came upwards, went lower again today with, I guess, the NY opening, and after that, after sweeping the low, it is, a good trade by its own self. However, I waited for the reclaim of 66.4. Why? Because going below the value area low of the whole, I'd say 10-day range, and then faking it out again is exactly what had happened before. If you go here, guys, in the past week, literally, I guess that was on Wednesday, and then we did actually do it on Friday, where we made a low, went higher, then faked it out again, took out the low, and then actually finally got a move upwards into the valley area high. So that is my hope, I guess. I wouldn't want to hope, but it is a technical, I'd say, hope, where we see the fake out of the fake out, reclaim strength enough to hold the valley area low. Now, obviously, if I also pull up the exo chart or the flow very, very quickly and swiftly, we can clearly see that right now, not the best kind of reaction on the local time frame. However, what, to be honest, seems good is actually the fact that today, not only do we take out the low, but also we are currently, or we had opened the daily open below the valley area low of the past day, and that is usually what happens and what causes a full rotation upwards, where if we open the daily open, as you can see below valley area, we reclaim 68.8, which is the valley area low of the past day, and then if this is reclaimed and if we manage to hold 66.8 to 66.6, we can, perhaps logically 80%, we can immediately jump higher to 68k, and that would be, to be honest, my expectation now if Bitcoin just finds enough strength. Now, obviously, no matter whatever I say, Bitcoin at the end of the day can literally drop from here and I can lose the trade, and that's why I always try to be transparent, telling you guys if I took that trade or not, and also share my stop loss. But right now, I quite like the fact that we did a fake out of the fake out, got above the valley area or the VWAP, and also we're fighting to hold and reclaim the valley area low of the past year or of the past day. So let's wait and see. Potentially we can see a pump happen, literally in front of us, or we see a fake out and we drop lower. No matter what happens, I want to be very, very transparent and also obviously very, very clear with the sort of trades I'm looking for. Obviously, if we keep on going higher, we can potentially still, fail to break, hold the daily, potentially look for a short. Yesterday, we're looking for a short and a long because Bitcoin was, I'd say, like this. And we did say that if we do something like that, this could be a potential short and this could be a potential long. Now, we haven't yet gotten the potential short yet. So obviously, if we managed to actually go higher, this is always a possibility that I'm going to be open for. Let me quickly say hello to the champs. We got Renata, the legend. We got Oyentenbra. Sorry, champs, for being going live for at such a late time. However, as I said, guys, I'm trying to be present rather than focusing on the time and all that stuff. We got Ingram, Oyentenbra, Renata, Francisco. We got Idosa. Thank you, guys. We got Francisco again. Moto. It's been a while, but I'm back. Long in Bitcoin at 60K and taking TP between 84 and 88. Thank you, brother, for being back. Ali, alaikum salam, finally waiting all day for the stream. We got Action Tours 2 saying, I'm in a short at the moment, but I'm not having any luck right now. All the best to you, brother. I mean, I'm going to be losing the long if you win a short, but I mean, hopefully we both win. We got Maggie, the legend. We got Big Huggies, Sandik, Crypto Alpha, Steve from the UK. We got Edge Zero, and again we got Renata. It's a very good time here, 7:39 p.m. So at least we got a one person who's been happy with me. I mean, coming up and showing up at such a late time. I also would want to discuss potentially where Bitcoin could be, I mean, taking us if we continue. Hold on a second. Higher, we got Hamad. Yeah, as you can see here, guys, I mean, we've discussed what I'm looking for here and what I'm potentially being interested for here, because we've been trading and Bitcoin has been trading as usual within the logical value area rotation. I mean, I've explained this a lot of time, but for those that don't know, guys, basically whenever we got a volume profile tool that you put within a consolidation, we got the idea what's called a value area rotation. Now within the volume profile, we got three lines: one at the top, which is the value area high, the blue one, and then we got the POC signaling the highest volume area within the volume profile, and then we got the one at the bottom, which is the blue one, called value area low. So obviously we got the value area high and low, so the area within those blue lines is called volume or value area. So the idea here within the theory of value area rotation is that whenever Bitcoin or whatever kind of asset is within a consolidation, what usually happens within a high certainty is that we usually see the asset literally go or enter the value area high. So we go and enter from above, and then we go below to the value area low. And also vice versa. Whenever we enter from the bottom, we see the rotation all the way higher to the top, and this literally plays out until the range is broken. That's literally the easiest way you can find yourself trades, but not only necessarily trades by themselves, but also have high probability outlook on the market. So rather than actually second guessing and not knowing where Bitcoin will be going, you can always add this to your routine and to your expectations and probably to your trades. For example, now I longed Bitcoin by faking out the value area low. I don't necessarily predict or expect Bitcoin to go all the way higher to 70.8, but it's definitely some sort of a good help and an addition probability to actually us seeing a much higher move upwards, as we've seen happen quite a lot. As you can see here, like we literally went above, lost it, and then dropped to the value area low. Now obviously it's not an exact science, so like here we went lower but then failed to hold and go value area high. We faked it out and then again went to the value area high, and see here we literally hit the value area high and then rotated all the way lower here. So the hope, or I guess the plan here, is that if Bitcoin holds this, we can literally rotate all the way higher again. It's never that simple, but that's basically the easiest idea they can use to play the range. Most beginners are just visually looking at the range with the candlesticks, but if you use the volume profile, you understand the rule of value area rotation. You always can be expecting, rather than predicting, expecting potentially moving, or the price moving at such rate within such boundaries. Look at hold on, guys, let me just make sure I got this sent. All right, and then I'll be reading the comments. Hold on. Thank guys for being here. Let me guys know what time it is in your current respective countries. I'd love to know and see. We got Poland obviously at 7:39 p.m. So let's see if it's an ideal time for many or not. I mean, regardless of that, I'm going to be forced to, I guess, I'm going to be forced to actually show up now. But hold on, you're great. Thank you, Uzi. We got Mikey. Lost almost 400 just trying to trade this region. Absolutely AIDS. price action. No more negativity from me though. Let's go get it. Let's go get this. Look at the decreasing diagonal line. Decreasing diagonal line. I have no clue, and I have no interest in drawing lines. I'm assuming, and maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. You're referring to this. That's how most beginners trade. They draw lines, assuming or thinking that this has any sort of meaning in life or in the market. Yeah, and I would tell you to avoid drawing lines. Yeah. Hold on, let me look at the time. We got 1:42 p.m. I mean, I'm assuming that is maybe the US. We got 11:45 Denver, right? So, I mean, very early morning. So I guess Big Huggies, you usually watch me at at the very, very late time, I guess, because I usually go live at like 5 hours before now, or like, I mean, in the beginning of the mid of the night of the day. So that would be like you staying up to 6 a.m. I'm guessing. RVL Brazil at 3:42. I guess that's at night. India 12:12 a.m. Ahmed, didn't we get to fake out one? Then we went to I'm not sure what you mean. Kenya 9:42. Great time 12:40 p.m. 12:45 p.m. in Chicago. All right, so I guess the U.S. I guess Midwest. I'm not sure. No, that's not Chicago is like Middle East. I'm not sure. Uh, Alaikum salam, brother. It's 7:30 p.m. What time is it? It's 10:44. We got Spain at 19:43. I like the military time. Usually watch you at 5 a.m. area. All right. I'm not sure if that's healthy, but kudos to you, to be honest. 10:45 San Francisco. Right. So I guess the U.S. is like very early morning to like midday. I mean, that's good. TV box 6:43. That's I'm assuming even. Yeah. I mean, South Africa 20:44. So South Africa is like 2 hours behind Dubai. That's good to know, I guess. Alexander saying 6:40. All right. So everybody's chill, I guess. Everybody's like okay with me showing up now. We got Bitcoin moving. We got ETH moving too. NYC 144. So essentially, the US is like from 10 to 2 p.m. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Seems good enough, I'd say, guys. Seems. I mean, it fits well, and that's maybe good because maybe I'd wanna show up randomly at 8 a.m. Dubai time, which would randomly fit into someone's somewhere schedule, I guess, because obviously I'm going to be losing the Asian European brothers. We got the Americas showing some love, even if I go at the I guess film at 8 a.m. because I'm planning to test out different timings because obviously in Ramadan I'd much rather be present, as I've said, rather than like have a certain time. I'd usually try my best to show up now or similar to the current time, but maybe I'll randomly just pop up in the office at like 8 a.m. By 8 a.m. I mean literally less than to 8 I guess 9 hours from now. uh Hold on. I'm loving the fact that there's so much countries. Exactly. And that, I guess, makes it easier for me to go live and not over stress about me not show. Viewers not being able to watch me because everybody has. I guess it's this. Whatever time I show up in the day, it's ideal for somebody. Why don't you like drawing lines? That's a fair question. Thank you, Jimmy, for answering this question or asking. I guess you haven't answered it. Think about it this way. I mean, it's a logical question. I've been always talking about it. Like, why do I exactly hate drawing lines? Now, I always got two ways of answering this question. First of all, I can always, push back and give you a question like, what do you think, or what does the trend line or drawing a line exactly represent? Like, do you think that actual tradable assets, respect lines? Do you think that, like, what does this line actually mean? And that's maybe the biggest retail mistake that even myself, I fell into, thinking that I can become a professional trader by just drawing lines. Oh my god, this is a line. A falling wedge, and oh my god, it's going to be breaking up, and let me buy here. And what happens is that you enter too late, and it gives you a fake out, or it's too bad, to be honest. Like I hate patterns. Why? Because obviously markets aren't that easy, so you cannot assume by drawing lines you're going to be profitable. Second of all, do you actually think the institutional funds and banks who literally trade with millions and billions and hire the, I guess, the top of the top to actually trade and literally fight to gain an 8 to 10% return a year, do you think that logically you can fight against them, trade against them, and make money by drawing lines? So, I mean, that's the logical way of thinking about it. But also, do you think the barrier to entry in a market where literally trading has, I guess, a failure rate of 90 to 95%, do you logically think that you can literally be the top 5% in the market, the successful 5% by drawing lines? And I mean that's the logical way of thinking about it. But also deeper than that, I'd tell you that like intrinsically lines don't mean nothing. Like you can obviously draw a random line and sometimes it would look like something that could play out, but trust me, they represent nothing. They are baseless, hence why you're literally burning money by taking the easy route in thinking that drawing lines will make you profitable. Whatever is easy is always fake, and to be honest, very hard to turn a profit in. And I would tell you that probably you need to study something that would take you months to years to turn a profit. As someone who tried all the patterns, all the lines under the sun, every indicator, to be honest, I was just burning money thinking I'm going to easily draw lines. Oh my god, falling wedge, EMA, and all of those stuff. And to be honest, it's just a waste of time. So I tell you that's like you can think about it logically or test it out yourself. You won't ever be profitably consistent for a good while by using those trend lines and patterns. If you can find another long, can you share it, Ahmed, please? Honestly, uh, I mean, uh, sorry, I'm just a bit, I'm a bit sleepy. No, I mean, the question is fine, I guess, grammatically, but I'm just saying that I'm not waiting for somebody to ask me respectfully for me to find that trade. Like, I mean, Action Tourist is a very long term brother, and I mean, I don't have an issue with the question, but I'm just saying, like, you obviously maybe one of the least, I mean, people that should know about those. I mean, this sort of stuff. Hold on. I shorted the liquidity grab, but then held the short. Fair enough. Respect to all that instead of being in the bed, you're here. Are you in any trades? Yes, both ETH and also I forgot ETH and also Bitcoin. For those that are asking. Yep. Uh, 2:48 p.m. Dominican Republic. Thank you, bro. How many likes? Let me see. We got you starting running the like train. We are at almost 30 likes. I'd say almost. It's like 29. Patterns do work. You just have to draw your lines right. Think about it this way. It's not a matter of them working or not. It's a matter of like, do you realistically think that you can become a profitable trader by literally drawing patterns? I mean, that's my issue here. Like, trust me, yes, drawing lines randomly, there will be a time where it would seem like it's working, but trust me, first of all, it's hard to have a consistent strategy using patterns. Second of all, most likely it's going to be faking you out and not reaching the target. Third of all, it's literally hard to put a stop loss within a pattern. Fourth of all, if that's even grammatically correct, do you think that you can become an actual I guess, highly successful, consistent trader by using triangles when every highest, I guess, best bank is fighting for almost or at least getting 10% a year by hiring the best of the best traders and giving them and paying them millions? Like, think about it this way. Do you think that the boundary to entry in trading between someone who's profitable and maybe is the best and making millions and you just trying to enter the market is your ability to draw patterns right or draw lines right? And by the way, I'm not like hating on them for no reason. I'm just hating because I've tried them. I was someone, I've been there, done that, been trying to draw lines, head and shoulder. shoulder and head, mug and handle, bug and handle, whatever you guys use. And I wasn't able to turn a profit because everything is baseless, useless, and also fake, and also most retail dummies use. With all due respect, I don't mean it to you or everybody who uses it. I'm just saying that think about it logically. It's not about you drawing the lines correctly. Like, do you think that someone just getting into trading would only take them a couple of days to see with their eyes visually where to put a triangle and that's it, like they are profitable? Think about, like, logically, do you think you're going to make it in the market drawing geometric shapes? Hey mate, I've emailed you for partnership but you didn't answer. Please look. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe what was the email about, or what was your email? Because I either didn't receive it or something that didn't interest me. So maybe you can give me your email, or what was I guess, the subject line. Akhi Kareem, I'm super proud that we have the same trades. Just have the same setups, my brother. Hope the best for both of us and all the champs. Thank you. I'm getting a bit desperate here. That's all about. I guess I'll look for an entry on the next drop. I mean, it's fine to get desperate, and I find, I mean, it's totally fine. I'm happy to get I mean, a request to look for a trade. I'm just saying that you obviously know, and I wouldn't say you should know, but you actually do know that I try my best to give all trades that I see. So unless I see a trade, I cannot, or I'm not going to be waiting for a comment that would ask me or request a trade. I mean, so hopefully you got the point. Don't want to rant about it. Ahmed, we hit 65.2. 65.2. No, we didn't, but it's fine. And hit 70.8. Hold on, guys. Maybe that you're talking about this one, 65.2. Maybe, okay, 65, 70.8. A lower high, technically. We are close to 65.2. Again, why won't we take it out if we hit a lower low? Doesn't it make more sense to take out and then go for the high? No. I mean, first of all, nothing makes sense. Nothing is guaranteed. Second of all, I'm not sure what you mean. Like, we took out this. So you're saying just because we took out the 78.2 high, we should also take out the low? I'm not sure what you mean, but as I told you guys, as I told you, like maybe Hamad or maybe it was Biro, I forgot who was like overemphasizing taking out the high, and I told you guys this high, the one I've got like here, I'm marking, as you can see, this one is not that important. Yep. I mean, I like the fact that we held the liquidity low. And by the way, whenever we take out, we take the low and we take out liquidity and then we hold it and go higher. Usually, it's even more important to hold it as a low and then we put a higher low than taking it out. So no, I guess it's more bearish to take out the low, but it doesn't matter as well. What did you eat for iftar, Ahmed? Many stuff. Many of them hard to translate even. I've emailed you for BitUnix crypto exchange partner. Thank you, Panka. Not interested, but thank you though. I'm pretty sure I didn't get the email, but even if I did, thank you. What about supply and demand areas, support and resistance? So okay, that's fine, but we go to the second question. Like, what do you mean by supply and demand? And what is support and resistance? Because supply and demand maybe is something like specific, but support and resistance is just a general umbrella term for whatever is above and below price. Like everything that I've got as a line, and everybody who trades and has any sort of like TA, I guess, lines or whatever, anything that is below price is technically classified as support. Anything that is above price is technically classified as resistance. So that is just a general term. So that's different. But when we come to supply and demand, I would just say, like, how would you define and identify supply and demand? Yeah, because the casual way of teaching those sort of stuff, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you look visually at candles and say, oh my god, okay, we got this as supply zone, this as whatever zone, and we are trading upon. I mean, that is, I guess, fine enough, but I would tell you that that's maybe your entry point into getting or understanding liquidity. So that is good as an entry point, I said, to you understanding liquidity. So it's not bad, or it isn't as bad as patterns, let me put it that way. But I would tell you to go and dig deeper into probably understanding volume, and using the volume profile tool and looking at liquidity, because rather than just visually saying that this is a, I guess, supply zone or whatever, yep, I would tell you, or demand zone, I would tell you that maybe just wait for the wick and see this as a liquidity take and then short, if you know what I mean. So like that is maybe the more advanced way of looking at it, but it's a good general term to use, I guess. uh Hold on. It's also partly frustration with other real life stuff, combined with some losing trades in a row. It's okay though, I understand. Thank you, brother. It was me, but I actually entered long here because of price action. Yeah, see how nice it is to maybe think about something, but then the current lower time frame price action changing your perspective or changing your execution. Because yes, I much prefer Bitcoin doing this, going higher, taking out the low at NY open for a move higher, than just immediately going like this. So yeah, I mean, I've been always saying, guys, that no matter how much I stress or explain a setup, is the experience of getting to that point, or to that, I guess, zone of entry, is totally different. Because once we get there, I cannot, I mean, tell you how the candles would look like. Yep. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, brother. Hold on a second. Give me a second here. All right. We'll probably take a short. Fair enough. Do you know Fabio Valentini? And I don't know. What's your opinion on deep charts? I think you asked me about deep charts before. I told you I don't think they have a, I mean, a backend connection to, I guess, the big exchanges. They only connect with CME. So for crypto, I don't like being connected to the CME. If they offer connection to like other exchanges, that is good. I haven't used it myself, to be honest. What was your entry for the ETH and BTC trade? All right. My entry, I mean, it is here, so hold on. Yep, 1936 and 66675. That is the entry, but obviously it is different if you're not using WEEX, so I guess it's hard to gauge. So that's why I always say, guys, especially for those that are trying to follow my trades, you gotta also use the same infrastructure with the same kind of entries and stop losses. For example, now my stop loss on Ethereum is like 1898, and for Bitcoin is like 75220, and I'll probably just move it a bit higher once Bitcoin continues higher. So for those that would love to copy my exact entries, stop losses, and whatever, WEEX is the exchange that I use. Would make it much easier for you, and also protects your real capital by getting you a much better entry. What trades are you currently in? I think I've answered this. Yeah, sorry, brother. You already answered that. No worries. I mean, I'm more than happy to answer. I mean, I like the fact that we get questions, because obviously I'm not showing up here just to talk by myself. I want to short when it breaks up. Fair enough. So if someone is like adamant about shorting, like our friend Zero here, then maybe not the easiest one, but maybe obviously the lowest hanging fruit is waiting for the daily with this. Hold on. Because I mean, hold on, I guess it's also the POC if I'm not mistaken. Yep, exactly. So here, if someone took a long here, I will do it probably, and I suggest you guys doing it yourselves. Is that, hold on, is that you actually wait for the move upwards. If we reach 68, 69, all right, 68.4 to 69k, only if we see the rejection back below 68 and 68.3, enter a short as a hedge, protecting both or the trade here. Because obviously at this zone, what probably would end up happening is we either see the liquidity being taken out and then we drop, or we see strength, we lose the short because it was a hedge, and we continue higher here. So I cannot tell you what would happen. So that is why I need you guys to be ready for whatever. So best case scenario is that Bitcoin, or the easiest thing that would make us avoid even hedging, is that Bitcoin continues higher, hits 69, 68.8, and then never ever does it go below 68.5? So it holds pretty well, and then we continue higher without even shorting. So you gotta understand the context, and approaching that level matters. I cannot tell you what would happen. I just want you guys to be prepared for whatever happens, because at hitting the highs here, we either want to hedge ourselves, protecting what potentially something like this, or losing the hedge, which is fine because it is a hedge, or we never get to hedge and we see strength to continue higher. So see how, like, it's essentially us, protecting ourselves and making it inevitable for us to win. Hold on. At what level you took 50% of your profit? I haven't taken any sort of profits, but I'll probably book 50% at this zone if Bitcoin does this, if you know what I mean. Like, if it's too strong, like, I want you guys to be understanding, and probably, like, yeah, you get the way I strategically take profits rather than you memorize them. Because at the end of the day, if I tell you, okay, I'm going to be TPing 50% at 68.5, 68.9, you most likely would do it without even looking at the chart. But I need you guys to be looking at the chart, because what if Bitcoin just immediately skyrockets? I don't want you guys to be putting limit orders, nor do I want you just to be manually taking profits just because we have hit the level. I only want to take profits on the sign of weakness. Yo, I didn't get the notification. Sorry for late. No worries, brother. Thank you for showing up. I was questioning where was Wayne. Hopefully now it's much better in terms of timing. I cannot tell you what's going to happen. I can tell you what I'm going to do, whatever happens. Thank you, Wayne, hitting us with an amazing quote. I'm a bit biased, but thank you, brother. We got Renata welcoming the legend, Wayne. Trade with Ahmed and the champions. Support the channel and use the affiliate link. Absolutely, guys. If someone wants to trade with me, now obviously, I'd tell you to first of all make a decision to actually look for an exchange that supports real-time professional trading, especially for somebody that's using like high capital. You would need an exchange that supports the execution with the same infrastructure and with the exact stop losses and entries as I do. So if you want to do that and move to WEEX, no matter where you live, because obviously WEEX requires no KYC, so you can literally have an account made everywhere and anywhere. But obviously, yes, using the link is an affiliate link. It would get you some nice bonuses. Not the biggest of bonuses. I only want you to move there once you understand the importance of focusing on real high quality trades on a strong exchange. Ahmed, how is EXO? All right, I'll take a look. I'll take a look for Hamad. Yep, so I told you guys, now it's very clear and simple, and I would love to stick around for an extra 30 minutes to watch this happen or come into fruition, as they say, which is technically now, especially with us taking out and faking out the low, I would love for the daily open to the value area low of the previous day to hold. So I'd say 66.3 to 66.9 or 8, doesn't matter as much. And then I would love for this to hold, for us to skyrocket, hold on, easily to 68, like a quick move upwards. And then we can think about some other levels, but I want this to be easy and quick. And then we will be, I guess, taking profits, enjoying our day, and making money easily. I tried to go live I literally, the Ethereum trade was literally taken with me pressing the live button. I think I took the trade when the countdown was counting down on the live stream, just to be as precise and as, I guess, not precise, but also like allow some people to get into the trades. Now, even the Ethereum trade is not in much profits. Yep, but it is nice to be at least allowing or having the chance to take trades live with you guys. By the way, I could have had the chance to pick between ETH and Bitcoin, but to be honest, I said Bitcoin is the best kind of trade to be taken now. Ethereum is weak and is still expected to be weak until we drop 20%, but I might as well just make some little money on the side and like enjoy my day with the champs, because I don't want to just enter a safe trade by myself on Bitcoin. That's it. So I want to be truthful and share my stop loss and whatever. Again, if you're someone who's trading on WEEX with me, first of all, make sure that on the top right corner you got isolated hold on, I don't have it on Bitcoin, but on Ethereum. But on Bitcoin, isolated, separated, top right corner. So make sure that you've got this feature on. And the reason why I do like training with this feature on, because obviously, had it not been for this feature, I wouldn't have been able to enter a long and other two shorts. So think about it this way. Like, that's the beauty of actually using the feature on Weeks, is that we can be allowed to take a trade without affecting winners and winning trades that are left by themselves. So that's maybe one of the main reasons why most of you guys aren't being profitable or being able to turn a profit, is because at the end of the day, once you get an amazing trade, you are kind of forced to mess with it or even close it to enter a newer one. So like, for example, if someone had held the amazing short from 96k but now wants to try their hand at a little long at 66k, they would be forced to close the short that was open. So that's why I tell you guys, if someone is trading on Weeks, you always gotta make sure that this feature is on. And obviously you can copy the stop losses, because hold on, let me see where. Yeah, so stop losses for the long on Bitcoin and the one on ETH. Yeah, so everything is in front of you, laid out. Win or lose, it's all in front of you guys. Erwing, what's your plan? My plan is very easy. Enjoy the trade. If we make money, I want to wait for 68 to be hit, and then for me to watch the reaction. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Hamad. No worries. We did it. Thank you, Renata, for pushing the like button. Yeah, we easily got to 50 likes. That's amazing, to be honest. Hold on. So if somebody has a question, we can just get to answer some questions while we watch Bitcoin move upwards. Obviously, the trade was discussed in advance, taken in advance, or discussed in advance, taken when the live was going on, and obviously now ETH is making me some little money. Bitcoin is also better than little, but not the best. So yeah, I'd only consider the trade success if we go a bit higher. What do you think will happen over the weekend? I have no idea. I don't want to think. I don't like to think, and it's not necessary or even effective to think. That is the most boring kind of real answer that anybody can give you, because the reason why I try to answer in a boring way is that I fear that if you go and ask somebody else, they will make up an answer, a baseless answer. Like, why should I think about the weekend, and like, what does it matter for me, to be honest, if you know what I mean? Lol. Yeah, and that is the truth, because I'm going to be real with you and say I don't know, and I don't care to know, and nobody can know. But maybe you can ask somebody else and they will tell you, oh, on the weekend, usually this and that, because of news and because of Trump and because of that and the monetary F fund, M2 money supply. Guys, it's all basis. Like, it's the weekend. It's not that deep. It's just a day. Yeah. And usually the weekend just is a boring sideways movement. So not that deep. Yep. So let's give him some more time. Say no more, bro. Thank you, brother. Sorry for the answer, but hopefully it was a insightful one. Boring but insightful. That's the motto of our channel. Hello, Ahmed. Great great lives. Always learning something new. Thank you, Julian Palacio Fernandez. What a great name. Thank you, brother, for showing some love and also for commenting. I do love whenever somebody appreciates what I'm putting out to the point where they comment. So thank you for showing some love at 11 p.m. my time. It makes me feel that what I did now by going live is totally worth it. So again, thank you, brother, and everybody else who's too amazing to be up, caring enough about what I do and what I show, I guess. Yeah, I'm more than glad to be, I'm getting the chance to show up every single day. Again, for those, it's not that important, but let me mention it. For those that would love to get more content, I've been trying to clip and make those little important videos on the free trading course, especially if you're someone who cares about making money and they're not in it to just randomly watch the news and all of that boring stuff. If you actually want to become a trader, I'm trying to compile some nice videos here. You're more than welcome to watch them. It's free. I have nothing to sell you. I just want to make the most out of the content that I'm putting out. So you can start with the first one if you literally, you don't have to, but it's always beneficial to watch some extra content, I guess. So if it's not too boring for you, watch the first 25-minute video and then go one by one. If you want to. If you don't want to, that is fine. I'm just too proud of the videos that I put out, so excuse me for mentioning them at least once a day. It's 11 a.m. in Vegas. Do you target London Open? No, I primarily focus on NY Open. So, and that is like what Bitcoin lives on. From experience, NY Open, it is the time where Bitcoin does its own strong moves. And I would suggest everybody that tries to trade on Bitcoin to primarily focus on the NY Open. You can do the daily routine of like probably looking at the setups or planning the setups ahead of time, pre-NY, and then waiting for NY to get your execution. If you do it correctly, you can even make your, I guess, your profit and your money at the first 30 minutes of opening the NY Open or the NY session, and then you can just stop trading for the day. So I guess primarily NY Open. What sessions do you trade? Primarily NY. Why? Because it's where Bitcoin starts moving. You can literally look it up. You can literally look at the volume and the strength of the volume as the Nasdaq opens. It is what Bitcoin literally moves by. Like, I mean, the only other important kind of open, or yeah, I mean, session to open is the CME. Opening at Monday night, or at least my time Monday night. So that is, I guess, the second important thing. But as a daily, I guess, timing thing, NY is the most effective kind of timing to trade on. All love to you at any time for what you do for us. Thank you, Renata, for being amazing. Got Joao again, digital. Thank you for, thinking that the videos are great. Glad to see such feedback. Have you, or I think, do you have a video on trading NY Open? I sort of have one, which is, hold on. Let me just look for it, which is, yeah, my daily 5-minute scalping strategy. That is the video where I was talking about the NY Open. So I guess this is one where I, for 9 minutes, I talk about the significance and one sort of a strategy that I use when the NY opens. All right, so I will suggest you watching that. And I'm enjoying this because obviously, if someone is like brand new to the channel, they cannot sort through hours upon hours of daily trading sessions, which is, by the way, what we do here. Literally from Monday to Friday, I show up every single day to trade live, put my stop loss live, enter the trade live, and I lose live too. So that is why I had started to actually, do a free playlist on YouTube, so that if anybody wants to get the, summarized version of like what we talk about here, I'm trying to add them one by one. Whenever I feel that I spoke about something that is important, I clip it and I turn it into a video. So, I probably even have like 5 videos under work. And by under work, I mean, they're ready. I'm just waiting for the thumbnail to be done. And that's it. I'll probably be publishing them daily for the next couple of days. No worries. Thank you, Ali. Misa, hola, boa tarde, hello. Thank you. I said I read hola, so I guess how are we doing? We do NY Open very often. Just know it is impossible because Ahmed celebrates Ramadan. Yeah, unfortunately, currently it is impossible for me to go and show up at NY session or at the open of the NY session because of a long story. But long story short, after 28 days, I'll be back running the NY session. Do you work on compound interest over your trades, or you keep a certain amount or percentage of your portfolio in futures? Do you work on compound interest over your trades, or do you keep a certain... I didn't get the question, sorry. So maybe you can clarify your question and I'll hopefully answer it. Thank you. Good luck trading all. Thank you, Misa. All the best to you too. Hopefully we make some money together, or at least if I lose some money, at least somebody's like has made some money on it, to be honest. Yep. So let's wait and see. Hold on a second. Let me see if... Let's wait and see if we can... Give me 2 seconds, I guess. Yep. Let me see what ETH has been doing. Obviously, again, I don't want to stress the fact that much, but ETH is bearish and yep. So let's wait and see. I would love for a strong move to happen now. I don't want the NY to close and then like for volume to dry up and for us to get into Friday. Friday could be, to be honest, nice to trade. didn't take any trade, but I enjoy being here with you, and hopefully my memory will catch more of how trading works. Thank you, Mikey, for such an amazing, comment. I totally, totally grateful for such comment, because yeah, even though you don't have to trade for you to show up, and hopefully, as you've said, like maybe consume some sort of new ideas, and maybe see how I think through taking trades or executing or even managing them, even though it is literally just me doing nothing, I guess. But thank you, brother, for caring enough about the content that we put out constantly. You're more than welcome to show up. And as I told you, like, don't fear, feel, I guess, don't fear, but also don't feel bad for not taking a trade. That is the norm. Yeah, like you have to learn to be very, very greedy, and like very, very shameless, not taking a trade for days. Like, think about it this way. I do a trading session, for God's sake, every single day, and I'm more than fine with spending 4 hours, as you can see here, the one that is like hidden a bit, yeah, but without taking a trade, because I don't wanna. Last thing I do want is like somebody or the viewers pressuring me into actually taking a random trade just to make it an entertaining, I guess, live trading. So if I'm not pressured, you shouldn't be also pressured by yourself, because nobody's like watching you, I guess. Ahmed, I still find it hard to trade the VWAP. I know how to use everything you spoke about except the VWAP strategy and how to use it probably. So I'm pretty sure you mean, all right, so it's very basic. The VWAP is just a tool that gets you or makes you understand whether a trend is intact or not. So don't be trading the VWAP by itself, but rather add it to the main confluence that you trade based on. For example, if you find the daily high pre-NY being just below the, I guess, for example here, if you put an anchored VWAP from here, and you see that this anchored VWAP is like right above, it's not that good here, but as an example, it is like right below or above, sorry, the daily high. You can maybe say, okay, I'm looking for shorting the hit of the anchored VWAP of the daily high. So you're not trading the VWAP by itself. It's not a strategy to trade the VWAP, but rather adding it in with some sort of a list of like 2, 3, 4 other confluence. For example, the video what I made, or which I made about the, hold on, like every single video, I guess, like, yeah, so I guess the easiest thing that you can maybe watch to learn the VWAP thing here is that watch this 5-minute scalping strategy, and then also watch those two, which is like how I always short the top and how I made $700 in 9 minutes. Watch them both, or 3, and you will get the point of like how most of my strategies got a VWAP incorporated into them. So I don't have a specific video explaining the VWAP, but it's always just part of something that I'm talking about, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So and probably the more you use it, the more you get to understand that the VWAP, like everything that I use, is more about getting the feeling and the, I guess, the technical feeling of like how to make the most out of it. Because the more you try to find a definition or you memorize a certain thing, the more you'll literally be unable to use it, because it's not a fact, or it's not a point of like you gotta memorize something, or I need to explain to you in that way or this way. It's similar to the volume profile. Like the volume profile, I can tell you what the blue lines are, what the POC is, but at the end of the day, it's just the more you use it, the more you get a feeling of how to make the most out of it. But just a quick answer, just to give you a quick answer, hopefully watching those 3 videos that I've got on the free playlist will get you something of an understanding. Do you trade any shitcoins, memes? I haven't for a long while, but I mean that like for months. So I dabble in them whenever I feel like it. But now with everything being bearish, unless I'm shorting a coin, I'm primarily just extracting money by killing it on Bitcoin. Like the thing here is that we're not trying to maximize how many coins we're trading. We're just maximizing for profit. So as long as Bitcoin is just making me the most amount of profit, I don't need to pivot elsewhere, if you know what I mean. But if it's fine, if you're able to actually, make some money on trading or meme coins, it is fine too. If 65.2 is taken out, what is your expectation? 65.2, I guess this one. Yeah, so again, as I mean, I've answered that, and I will still stick with what I was saying, or by what I've said like previously. Like contextually, if Bitcoin loses the third low again and drops below today's current low and goes to this low, oh my guys, although it's not ideal, I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be ruling out the potential of waiting for a potential, I guess, long here. But if taken, it's going to be a low probability, risky trade where I'm looking to be probably taking profits at 66K. Yeah. So because my expectation is either we immediately lose it and we drop to 62, or we roll over, hitting the value area low again, and then we roll over here. So I guess if I'll put it this way: if Bitcoin goes to 64.8, regardless of the bounce and the lack of a bounce, I'm going to be saying that 80% will drop. 20% is where we get a bounce, and that bounce results in us reclaiming 66.5 and then going higher. So if we're talking about expectations, I'd probably lean towards going lower. If we're talking about probabilities, everything is possible. So I don't want to rule it out. Like, obviously, it is possible for us to, like, hold on, like for us to drop and then get a nice long. And the way I answer this way is because obviously, if Bitcoin just drops, hits this, you might see me enter a long. So I don't want to sound as like a hypocrite if Bitcoin gets me into a long and we reclaim this zone and we go higher. Like, I'm open for this to happen. So don't let my answers for being real and answering my expectations stop you guys from being ready to take a trade, because it is a zone for a long, if you know what I mean. So, I mean, expecting a thing and not trading it is a totally different story. Ahmed, I have set up the exo. How do you use the rec liquidations? I don't focus on them much. I primarily been focusing on looking at the open interests. So that primarily tells me everything I don't want, because open interest closing is trades closing. Hey champ, just seeing the live. Ahmed, appreciate you being here. I just opened a WEEX account with support for you. Excited about the opportunity for a live trade. Thank you, Mila. Thank you a lot for supporting me. Yes, guys, again, like, even though I've been overstressing how important it is to trade on a real professional infrastructure, and how important it is, especially for those that would love to jump into the live trading sessions every single day and copy my entries, my execution, and the amount of fees differs, to be honest, a lot, especially if you're trading with big capital, the stop loss and everything. Yes, so I do recommend WEEX. However, yes, me recommending WEEX and me having a link as an affiliate is a totally different thing. So even if you decide to go to WEEX, you deciding to use my affiliate is only for supporting me. So thank you, Mila, again. I don't want to, I want to overstress the fact, because I don't want it to make it seem as if, like, I only want to push you guys to use my affiliate. You don't have to. But it is something that I'm going to be grateful for, to be honest. Yes, and it does give you a nice bonus, not the biggest one, but a little nice bonus, I guess. So thank you, Mila, again, and everybody that been using the WEEX, especially for those that are looking to migrate bigger capital. Fees matter, execution, the feature of having isolated, separated, and also the ability of copying my entries and my stop losses is going to be important, because what happens sometimes, you put the same stop loss as I do. For example, this short, hold on, the newer short is at, not short, long, it's at 65.2220 or 65 and 2220 as a stop loss for current trade. So hold on, let me visually show it to you guys. But what would happen here, if you're someone trading on a different exchange to mine, maybe your stop loss would get hit and mine wouldn't, or the opposite. So for you to protect your downside, use the same, a strong fee base, and obviously have the same kind of infrastructure for execution. I would recommend using or migrating to WEEX. Obviously, if you're trading with like $50, $100, it doesn't matter as much, but you might as well get like accustomed to WEEX. If you're someone who's trading with big capital, especially with silver and gold being 0% and Bitcoin being low fees, I think is very important, because you could be profitable by you entering with the right infrastructure. You could be losing some like money on the table because of fees. Okay, we'll do. Thank you, Botsky. Hold on. Appreciate you answering questions. Ramadan Mubarak. Thank you, Ali. Ramadan Mubarak to you too. Do you do this and hold on, Prophet, just do and this and then or this. Ahmed, Prophet, just Prophet. Hi champ, sorry I'm late, no worries. I mean reading such name every day is nice, so you don't need to be sorry. Thank you for joining in. Where do you get your probabilities? Like 80? I just make them up. And I'm trying to be truthful here. Like, I make them up based on feelings. Like, I'm trying to translate feelings into numbers. So don't hold me to them. What do you mean by open interest? Open interest, look it up. It's just a metric of open trades, I guess. Do you do live trading during the NY Open? Yes, except Ramadan. Maghrib time is literally at NY. So, except for NY, or sorry, except for the next 28 days, every single live stream is filmed with us waiting for the NY Open every single day. Like, so I'm spamming you with lives, except this time I'm doing it a bit late or earlier. I'm not sure, but it's not going to be at NY Open exactly for the next couple of days. By days, I mean 28, I guess. Ahmed, how can we copy you on weeks? So on weeks, I mean copying me. I just mean by that is like copying my stop losses, my entries, and all of that by setting the same kind of infrastructure. You put the isolated, separated. You enter with similar entry because I try to do it live. You put the same stop loss, and that's it. Like, you wouldn't be able to copy me exactly like a copy trade, like automatic one, but manually. I mean, yeah, I kind of meant how you handle your portfolio on your futures account. Do you withdraw winnings or keep them in account to keep working the money? How do you cover for the lost trades? Thank you for this question. So, do I withdraw winnings? Yes, and I try to do it actively by treating like trading. I mean, similar to a business that has cash flow, has profit. So I do take out money. My goal is not to have my net worth being into my trading capital and literally built on it, because that would probably increase the compounded, I guess, return over years. But I would much rather make sure to treat trading as a milked system that would get me consistent profits, a consistent revenue. And regarding your second part of the question, hold on. How do you cover for the lost trades? I don't cover them. I just keep on doing what I'm doing because my risk management plan is like almost less than 1% a trade. So if I'm losing 1%, 1%, 1%, I don't need to do something different because I've got enough to cover, if you know what I mean. Do you use Bitfunded? No. How long does it take for weeks for fees to go lower? I was down $12 on a new account, and then suddenly I was down 45. I like weeks, but this is something I kind of do wonder. Uh, so try to close and open with limit, and also like for the fee structure, it depends on how much you're trading with. Yep. Uh, Ahmed, may you take a look at gold on the 1 hourly? Thank you. I mean, I haven't looked at gold. I'm not interested that much in looking at gold. I can do it for you. I mean, I guess it's not wouldn't take much of me. I mean, guys, I've been very clear on how I'm bullish on gold. By bullish, I mean expecting the high to be taken out. That's it. That's not the biggest, I guess, most outlandish, expectation. No. Uh, what do you think of Maxi? They have zero fees on Bitcoin, silver, and gold. I mean, I haven't used them, but I know lots. I mean, it's more of a gambling site, with all the respect. I mean, I base it on that type of friends that I've got, and Mexi is like high leverage, gambly trades. So I mean, I haven't used them myself, so I don't want to hate on it. But fair enough if you're enjoying it. What would you do if you've started from 200 and target in 3 months to build it to 1,000? All right, so that's fair. So what you're saying here is that you want to 5x your capital within 3 months. So I wouldn't focus on it too much, but I would tell you that at least I'd have to go for scalps. Yeah. So scalps, risking probably 5% and trying to like focus on little lower scalps. Yep. Risky. Wouldn't recommend focusing on 5xing, but that's how it could be possible. Let's say, is it still a good setup to enter now? No. Not. I mean, see, entering now would be fine, but you are accepting that this is a different trade to what I've entered or entered as, I guess. Yeah, because it's not only about like because obviously I can say no now and then for Bitcoin to retrace back to my entry point, but that wouldn't still make it valid because we trying to focus on both things, price and time. uh Hey Ahmed, if you saw Bitcoin didn't break 67.2, I'm not sure why this would be important, but and then falls, so it will create another low. Will you take the little profit or you will wait until stop? No, I'll wait until it stopped out. I don't I don't ever close. Guys, you have to understand that it's not about winning or a trade counting as a win. No, I'm maximizing for profits, money, like after a long time. You have to understand that if you keep on closing early and over analyzing and closing early with little profits like $5, 1%, 2%, 3%, and like from the trade, one loser would literally crush you. So you have to understand that if for you to actually protect yourself, you need mathematically and statistically to actually like learn how to take a loss. And that would be solved by you actually, again, I go back and I refer back to the video about risk management. That would be solved if you watch this. The risk management strategy made me profitable. Watch it, because that would explain to you how I lower my potential profit to also lower my potential loss, so that I guess it doesn't make me feel worried to close and run. What is your min profit and loss percentage? Thank you. Minimum, I mean, my max loss percentage is 1%, and that is it, I guess. Minimum profit, I don't shoot for minimum profits, I shoot for max profit, I guess. And if it doesn't end in a max profit scenario, I just take the hit. Ahmed, do you get taxed in Dubai for trading profits? No. I mean, you don't get taxed for nothing, I guess, unless you have a business that's operating within the UAE for UAE customers. Then you're going to be paying 9% a year, and that's something relatively new, even like 3 years old. How much you've made highest on a single trade? I haven't shared such information, but I'll just say, hold on, I don't know what the figures is, like 6 figures is how much. Yeah, so I'd say from 5 to 6 figures. Yeah, closer to 6, just to keep it a bit. I think there will be some clips coming up on my Instagram. I'm not sure if I shared that much information, but maybe I did. So if someone wants to follow me, maybe our legend Wayne would link the Instagram account. If someone wants to actually get more of me and keep up with the stuff that I'm going to be putting out very, very soon. Hold on. So yeah. All right. So what's your biggest loss? I mean, relative or just numbers? Because relative wise, 100% multiple times. I mean, number wise, maybe also close to 6 figures. Yeah. So thanks for the risk management video. It changed my life for real. Stay blessed, brother. Thank you, Dame Franklin. Thank you for the kind of comment, to be honest. Like those sort of comments, especially from people that I don't see commenting that often, literally make my day. So again, thank you for being a legend and for taking, I guess, even 10 seconds of your time writing me such an amazing comment. It do mean the word to me, to be honest. So thank you again. Like, I'm totally happy for getting like those comments, to be honest. So thank you, and that would literally push me to make more videos. And that is like why I've begun to focus on quality of information rather than quality of I guess the video. Because if you guys paid attention, the first one that we put out, which is like how to start day trading, is a very polished, high quality, sort of scripted kind of video that took us, and I say took us because it was a team, took us almost a month or so to get done. But after that, I saw that I might as well just start clipping videos and turning them on, clipping sections of the live and turning them into valuable content that would be like easily put out, but also valuable as in terms of the information. So I tried to focus on getting or maximizing for quality of info rather than quality of video. Yep. I mean, they're still not the worst kind of quality of videos, but I mean, you get the point. They're not totally high quality polished stuff. Yep, no editing are being done on them. Let me put it that way, and I'm proud of the fact. To be honest, I'd much rather get to a chance where I get to put how long 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I still do literally have got 5 private clips, so I will be able to literally get a educational free trading course video every 2 to 3 days, hopefully for the long run, unless I until I run out of like stuff to talk about. Uh, yep, and that would be literally my goal. If I'm literally if I pour out all of my brain in a free trading course, trading educational course for free on as a playlist, I'm going to be totally happy. So I guess that is the goal, to put out and clip so much information to the point where I've got nothing to clip anymore. Yep. So, and again, thank you, Yus. Thank you for counting the likes. 72 likes. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for being amazing, and I'm totally happy for having the chance to show up. I guess I know where to go if I become profitable. Uh, oh yeah, that fair enough. Fair enough. Yep. You got to. I mean, the UK. The good thing about the UK is like you can leave and still come back for a couple of months, for a couple of days or months in the year, and you wouldn't be taxed because it's not like the US. Like US people, sorry guys, but if you wherever you move, you're going to be paying taxes. But at least UK, I guess citizens won't have to because you're not taxed everywhere and anywhere, so you can move your tax residency. 26 likes to go. Thank you. You're a real one for counting the likes. Again, guys, just before I forget, if you wanna thank you, Wayne, for being a legend. Yeah, so if someone wants to follow me, Wayne literally just dropped my Instagram account. Hold on, let me steal the comment from him and I'll copy it again here. So I'm going to be spamming, guys. If someone wants to follow me, follow Ahmed's Insta. Yeah, so Ahmed on chart. And obviously, for someone that would love to copy my exact setups, my stop losses, my entry, and also for those that are trading with real high capital, especially for those that are above 2K to 5K and above, you would need real infrastructure with an exact entry and an exact stop loss, an exchange that literally is tailor made for day trading. Most exchanges are made for the regular customer, but WEEX is amazing for that. It literally focuses on us traders. So if you want to move there to have the same infrastructure as I am and also get some nice features such as the isolated separated, I would recommend it, especially because fees and entries and I guess exits of a trade really do matter in the long run with higher capital. The higher capital that you've got, the more I guess evident and I guess obvious it is. So if you want to move there, it's totally something smart for you to become more profitable. However, yes, this link is an affiliate link. So I mean, if you only click on it if you want to support me, as I told you guys, I say that WEEX is definitely the option to go for those that are with big capital. However, the link is an affiliate link to me or to myself. I'm not sure why it's not showing the page. Hold on. Yeah, so that's how the page looks like. The referral code, you get the welcome bonus, but it's not that important. Like the welcome bonus not that big. I'd only recommend moving to WEEX because you care about your capital and protecting it, because what's most important here is like you only become profitable once you understand that you need to protect your capital with lower fees, execution, and stop loss. So if you want to move there, obviously, yes, this is a Champs Crypto branded, I guess, page, because the link here, which is also pinned in the comment section, is an affiliate link. So it's obviously supporting me, but also that would allow you to move there with some nice bonuses. And again, the free Telegram channel, I have nothing to sell you. I only recommend the exchange that I actually use to turn a profit for a living, and a free Telegram channel, and nothing else is there. I've got nothing to sell you. Hopefully the free content and the valuable information that we are putting out here on a daily basis is truly important to you guys. And by the way, just because it's night and I need to go live again on the Arabic channel, I'm going to be signing off in a bit. But hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed this late night session. I'm going to be trying and keeping them up alive for the entirety of Ramadan. But then, like after 20 days, 30 days, we're going to be back to the normal guest timing of the sessions. Consistency over, I guess, sticking with the schedule is much important. So I'm going to be consistent. Make sure that you've got the notification bell turned on and be a member of the free Telegram channel, so you get a notification whenever I show up. And make sure to move to WEEX if you're trading with real capital. What is the Arabic channel? Just type in the same exact name, another one will pop out with a Arabic letter next to it. So again, make the move if you've got real trading capital. Make sure to protect your capital and let's trade together. And I'll hopefully, guys, catch you in less than 24 hours. I'll try to go and film a bit earlier, but hopefully catch you guys very